Hey, so in this video, I want to share some behind the scenes coaching I did with a client that allowed her to have more strategic sequencing of her offer catalog model, whatever you want to call it. But essentially, she has low ticket products that go to a mid ticket and a high ticket. And let me just draw on the iPad right now a little bit more about the strategic sequencing model and how powerful that can be and how that plays into having like a catalog model. So I'm going to share screen and we're going to do some drawing on my iPad. Let's go. So what I lovingly call this is the strategic sequencing model. So I'm just going to write that in, strategic sequencing. And what you see here on the drawing here is typically when she came to me, she kind of had all these people over here, right? You can see over here, all these people, these are potential customers coming from traffic, whether it be organic or paid. And then she was sending them to she had 3 different low ticket offers, right? So she had 1, 2, and 3. And then she sent them into a mid-ticket offer, and very lucrative at this, by the way. And this works really well, whether you're just starting out or whether you're doing my ideal client is someone who's doing 50,000 a month or wants to get to 50,000 a month with 50% profit margin. That's kind of the sweet spot that I can help you grow and scale to even more. But for her, she went these 3 low tickets and then to, the mid-ticket offer here and then to the high ticket offer here. And some people who buy the low ticket also, just to draw this in a different color, maybe red, can also send right into your high ticket. So thing is, the economy is different right now, right? It's the fall of 2024. We're entering into 2025. And some people, not so much crazy about high ticket, or you need to spend a lot of money on high pressure sales calls, really intense, nurturing to get people to buy your high ticket thing. And it still works, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't as easy as it was a few years ago. So you can literally make easily, if you just play with, get rid of that, didn't mean to delete that. But if you just play in this zone here, I had another call for another client yesterday that literally can get to $50,000 months just with like a flow of 1 low ticket to a mid ticket, right? So what I want to share with you here, let me kind of get rid of that stuff. What I want to share for you, though, is what I coached her on, because this is, especially if you're doing paid traffic too, or even organic, it's hard to send people to 3 different offers all the time, right? So a much cleaner way is to do it this way. Oh, and before I forget, this is why I'm so excited about this, and you're going to see me more doing videos and getting you into this industry if you're not already. Did you know that in 2023 that the e-learning industry averaged 1 billion a day, a billion, and then in 2024 it's averaging 1.2 billion a day. And what's even better, projected to hit 3 billion. That's 3 billion, y'all. 3 billion a day by 2027. So I highly encourage you, if you're not in the e-learning industry, you should get in there. Okay. So now what did we do for my client here? Essentially what we did is that we just eliminated the traffic to not go to low ticket 1, 2, 3 from the beginning, like the cold traffic. What we essentially did, so if I make this black here, so all the people then were just funneled here, right? If this is all the people from organic and paid, just bring them into, sorry for my drawing here. My mom's the artist, not me. But anyways, you just bring them into this path here, and I'm just going to highlight that. Let me just highlight that with like a nice, maybe darker green. So if you funnel them this way, then it became a lot less stressful for her business. This is a way to scale a little more, I guess I'll just say better, for lack of a better word, with less stress, because you're not having to optimize all these different, funnels like 2 and 3 here, like your ads forward organic, how many click-through rates, what's your opt-in rate, what's your conversion rate. It's just much simpler and less, brain energy is going to be really important in 2025. And right now in the fall, it's like you're an entrepreneur running a business and your brain energy is really important. And if you are so focused, unless you have tons of money to afford a team to do it all for you, which is great, you can do that. If you're focused on trying to figure out your conversion percentages and optimize it for 3 different low ticket funnels that essentially go here, it's going to exhaust you. All right. It really will. So it's just much easier if you just focus your brain energy and your team's brain energy on, just this one for now. Okay. And then when you get, more, so I'll just kind of go here, and then here's where it gets sexier. So people buy the mid ticket, you can still send them to your high ticket here, but where it gets sexier here is that I wanted to make this video a little bit about also kind of the catalog model. And do you guys remember the Sears catalog? Do you remember the Sears catalog model? Do you remember when you were a kid, maybe your mom or dad, got arrived at your home and you were looking through it? Oh, I want that, especially before Christmas, oh, I want that cool toboggan, that nice wood toboggan, whatever. Or maybe it's the Avon catalog. I used to be an Avon rep when I was like 17, right? Because I was that classic, kid who wanted to make extra money, right? As a mini entrepreneur back then. So the concept of a catalog is that there's all these different things people can buy. And so eventually that's what you're going to have probably in your business. Or if you, like for my client right now who had those three low ticket offers, it's like, hey, those other two offers didn't go to waste. What you're going to do is in your email sequencing, you can sell to your people these other offers, right? And I just drew out just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could have an automation, like automated sales is the best way. So you make money while you sleep. You could set up your email autoresponder to have like people eventually go into like a 7 or 6 day sequence that strategically, that's why it's called strategic sequencing, strategically sells them into your other products. And the reason you want that is because the more consumption you have of your stuff from your potential clients, or I guess customers and potential high ticket, mid ticket customers, then the more likely they're going to buy more from you, because the customer emotion stays in motion. So I just wanted to talk a bit about this for you right now, in case you're in this situation where you're a little confused about where you should start the customer journey for your client. And like, I'm really big on talking about customer journeys. And we always do that with my one-on-one clients as well. Is like, where to help is like, where do you start? Say that customer of yours, your ideal perfect customer, where do you want their journey to go? Right. And maybe it's like a full on low ticket funnel with an upsell one, upsell two, or maybe it's just, one offer here that takes them to upsell one, that then you take them to, say, a 1K course. Okay. I just am pointing this out because you want to think about your customer journey as well. I'm wrapping in two concepts here, your strategic sequencing, but it does relate to you thinking about what your ideal potential customer, how you want them to journey with you, kind of what adventure are they taking on with you. And by doing that, then you're going to get to know your stats. So for one of my clients, she's got a $20 offer here. It's a low ticket funnel, and the average order value is about 105 to 125 on a given week. So that works well because her cost per purchase is typically in the 60 to 80 zone if Facebook ads are treating her right. Sometimes, let's face it, there's a roller coaster of ads going up and down, especially now we have the election coming up. Ads are getting more expensive, but still, she's kind of making money, not just breaking even, making money on this offer, because we tweaked it for well over 6 months to get the average order value from like originally like $50 up to 105. But basically, you can take them to something else, upsell. But the 1K course, all these buyers are funneled into here by strategic sequencing strategy. And by doing this, we know from stats that 15% of the people buy the conversions, the 1K program. So basically, so just to do the math here, if you have 100 people, right? 100 people buy your low ticket offer. I'll just say LTO for low ticket offer, right? And if you so let's just say you're breaking even. Say even though the average order value is 105, let's just say Facebook ads stupid expensive. You're paying $100 cost per purchase, but you're basically breaking even, right? You're breaking even here. So you're like, well, but Maria, I haven't made any money yet. However, if 15%, so 15% equals 15 people, then buy. This is one example. There's many ways to ascend people, and there's many price points you could have, but it's essentially, because we know this from data, 15 people buy your 1K thing, then that equals $15,000. Okay. So that is a license to print money, isn't it? And that's sort of her customer journey, her product spin wheel. And then she also has, a 5K program, right? But essentially then, if we were to draw a product spin wheel here, I'll try to do a little bit of three-dimensional. Let's see if I can do that. So product spin wheel here. So product 1, 2, 3, 4. So for instance, this could be low ticket offer 1, right? And that's where that was $105. And then she's also got a 1K program, right? She's also got a 5K program. And then she also has another low ticket offer that's $3. I actually like the $3 price point for women in threes is great. $3, $9, $300, $600, $900 is a beautiful thing, price point marketing to women. But really what you're talking about here, and I hope this concept is coming through on this, we call it the product spin wheel. That's something that Carlos Tavares, if you're watching this, way back in the day, great friend of mine, business partner. We raised millions from Silicon Valley to start software companies. We lovingly called this the product spin wheel. And basically, yeah, these are your product spin wheel. And what that ends up being is a scalable business. So if you're doing right now, or your goal, and you have working capital of at least $20,000, if your goal is to get to $50,000 a month with 50% profit margin, or you already have that number, I have room for one more client. Right now I'm talking with about 3 or 4 different amazing entrepreneurs. But for the fall, I've cleared my roster for one more client. Cleared my roster is not the right word, but I can't take 10 basically because it's me. I'm not outsourcing you to someone else. When you work with me, it's me, helping build the strategic sequencing for you. What is your product spin wheel? What makes the most sense for you and your lifestyle as well? Because sometimes making 10,000 a month might be better than making 500,000 a month. Seriously, depending on what your lifestyle is. Maybe you don't want to run a big team. When I was doing 100,000 a month, I had a big team, and my profit margins were about only 40%, and I scaled too fast, and it was stressful. So anyway, I'd love to work with you if you feel called. Something nudging you right now, going, this makes sense. What Maria's saying makes sense. I think that would be fantastic. And right now, this recording is October 9th. So I'm assuming probably by next week after the Canadian Thanksgiving, because this weekend is the Canadian Thanksgiving, I'm sure that someone will have secured that spot with me, and maybe it's you. So I'm just wishing you love and light, and hope this video helped you as well. Comment below any more thoughts about what I've just shared on this video, or something else you'd like me to do a video about, because I've been in this game for over 20 years, since I quit my corporate job because my boss told me I couldn't take singing lessons anymore during my lunch hour. So I said, I quit. I was scared as heck that night. Oh my God, what have I done? But I haven't looked back since, and I've been a full-time entrepreneur doing this online marketing thing for well, actually, it's actually 20 years. So, no, it's 24 years. Holy cow, because it was the year 2000. It was the year 2000. So crazy, isn't it? So anyways, love and light to you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Have a great day.